Hopefully. Maybe.
Thumbs up if anybody knows.
Curiosity has now got the best of me. Do we now have sound out there for everybody? Because Johnny and I, we've been here talking and having a great old time. Hopefully that has now fixed it. I'm going to just wait because I know that there is a delay. Somebody out there,
Still no sound.
can you hear us?
I say no sound still, from what somebody is mentioning.
Oh, we have it. There we go. Hear you, hear you. I hear you. Perfect. We're back. Sorry about that. So, Johnny and I have been sitting here having a great old conversation. And apparently y'all couldn't hear us. So here's what's happened. So now we've missed a game. So I don't know whether it's 2-2 or 3-1 because I did not see who won that last game because I was trying to fix the technical issues or sort them out. So we started late, unfortunately, because the program itself developed some kind of a bug and would not respond, and so I had to shut down, reset everything, all of the cameras, the scoreboard, all of the links, everything, and so it put us into joining the game in progress or the match in progress. I did answer Dave's question as well, not that he heard it, but I will do that again. His question on YouTube is, this is my only problem watching this. It shuts down and then starts again after the match has started. That's typically not it. Typically, we do start ahead of match play. In this particular case, with the bugs and so on and so forth that we had to reset, we did start into the match, but that's typically not what it is. And the reason that we do shut down and restart is so that each match is its own stream, and that makes it easier for players who are being streamed to go back and reference their match really easily, where if we did a 4-hour stream, for example, there's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 matches that are in there, and then you got to go and try and find it, and so it just makes it easier for the players to go back and reference their matches. So that's why we shut down and restart. It also makes it a little easier on our end to keep the audience engaged.
Mm-hmm. And I love going back and watching my matches. Maybe not this morning match, but definitely most of the matches that I've had, I go back and I like to see what I did right and what I did wrong, because a lot of times my memory is still fresh.
Gotcha.
And so I know exactly what my mindset was during that particular shot. And you always want to just try to gauge what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong.
Yeah, of course.
By going back and watching your videos, it really helps out a lot.
Yeah.
And like Grant said, it's easier to just find your match and watch it.
Yeah, there you go. If you want to go back and watch it.
Find, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Oh, yeah, here we go.
Yeah. So hopefully I've also fixed the balanced sound, Peter. So hopefully now everybody is getting sound in both the left and right speakers. I believe I fixed that issue as well. But certainly let me know if not. But I believe I've fixed that. So anyway, that's kind of the explanation for everything. I know that our score is wrong. Maybe Johnny can
I'll go take a
run
peek here after this
game and just let us know what the real deal is.
Yeah, it's either 3-1 Norm or 2-2.
Yes. I think that we're actually missing another game because I think they just finished, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot on our plate here for a few minutes.
Yeah, it was a challenge, no pun intended. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless, we are back, we are live, and I'm glad to be back one way or the other. And yeah, a little bit of rust, but I think given that rust, I fixed things up rather nicely.
Yeah,
and probably quicker than I've done before.
Oh no, you did great. If anybody's watching, like Grant was sitting here, and he had the panic in his voice because he really wants to make sure everyone gets a good stream going here. So
yeah.
But when when it shut down, I mean,
I was on it.
We had to start from scratch.
Yeah.
To set everything up, logos, names, everything on there.
Oh, the scoreboard,
recenter, the screen.
Yeah. So nonetheless, we are back. Glad to be here. A little bit of pop-up there from
Ramel.
Rommel on that shot, but
Yeah,
kind of got away
Ramel
with it.
does jump up quite a bit during his strokes.
I think that's the Filipino way.
That is because they play with so much English,
Yes.
and when they get that English going, I'm telling you,
Oh, yeah.
they are vicious.
Yep.
I love watching.
Oh, look at this
because-
kick. Look at this.
Ooh.
Oh. Sits in the jaws of the pocket. Norm not getting the rubs and the rolls, but as I said in stream number 1, that may be true at the start of the match, but typically we'll see that change hands about halfway through.
Yeah, and like I haven't touched a cue since the middle of July, and before that was quite a while. So, I just been enjoying my summer, and I think my opponent was having a little hard time playing on the stream as well. So it probably wasn't like it was a great morning match for both of us.
And Rommel kind of hampered a little bit here by the 6 ball. Makes this 4 a little bit more difficult, but pots that without any issues. And once again, guys, now that we are back live, you know what to do from here. Help us out, smash it. Let's get it. Really not a lot here to do on this table, Johnny. Just maintain, position on getting on the right side of each shot.
That's
and
right.
You should be home free.
Yeah. He probably got a little off angle on the 6, but he was able to hold it with that juice. And
Yep.
he shouldn't do a whole lot with this.
Yeah, just pop.
Like, I thought he could even stay it a little bit lower and just use the rail to come across.
Yeah, you don't have to do a whole lot.
Right?
Yeah.
You avoid, overdrawing the ball or underdrawing the ball, miscue when you draw.
Well, and I think, potentially, and I'll go out on a limb, that if this was, throughout regular pool season, you'd probably see that. But I think with his...
See,
Whoops.
just like I said, right?
Yeah.
If you stay low,
Yeah, but I think you'll see that more in pool season, where in the summertime,
That's right.
I would, at least from my perspective, on shots like that, just give it to me easy, and I'll draw the ball or whatever I need to do. But I digress.
Yeah, I mean, I did struggle with a lot of my weight from not playing all summer, but the putting at least was still there. So I tried to give myself the easiest angles, just so I didn't have to do a whole lot. But I did make some mistakes. But hey,
Yeah.
Rommel here. This is why I say if you could have just used the one rail and came back, would have been a lot easier. Because
For sure.
if you're not playing a lot, like you could see where he drew his ball back to. Now he's on this 50-yard line where, he potentially could scratch.
Yeah. Hey, good luck, Lance. Sorry to cut you, Johnny.
No worries.
Good luck, Lance. I know you got to take off right away, so go get her done. So, okay, I know that one goes to Rommel. Johnny, if you
I'll go
want to check where we're at as far as score. Newfoundland tuning in. How are you, Alf? So yeah, on the A side, so the Beat the Heat event runs all day today, all day tomorrow. The A side is 9 ball on the 9 foots. It is a race to 9. If you go to the 1 loss side or the B side, it then is 8 ball on the 7 foot tables, and that would be a race to 7. Okay, sorry, but I really seem to lose you guys between restarts. My notifications are set, but there seems to be a delay somehow. And that is very true. But again, no need to apologize there, Dave. I just wanted yourself and everybody else to understand why we shut down between each match, and typically we do come on ahead of matches for exactly that reason, because we understand that there is sometimes a delay between when we go live and when Facebook sets their notifications out. Bracket links 424 Rommel. Very well done, Johnny. Thank you very much. Whoops. 4-2, there we go. So bracket links are on Challenge. When you get to Challenge, just search for Beat the Heat. All right, so let me turn your mic on. Johnny joining me again, Johnny Triple P.
Well, it was weird because I hear you on the mic.
Yes.
Like, sorry, not in the mic, but in my headset, I hear you.
Yeah.
And usually if I hear you, I speak and I can hear myself, but
Yes.
this time I didn't. So it was like a weird, like I laughed And then I realized
Wait
my
a
mic
minute.
was on.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. 9-ball on the 9 foots, A-side match. Norm Doucette, Romel Valasso doing some battle. Romel leading 4-2 over Mr. Norm Doucette. It is Norm at the table with the 1 ball. Or sorry, that's Romel at the table.
Yeah, Romel's at the table here.
And
He's got a tricky little shot here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably smarter to play safety here, but
yeah, there's not really a reward in making the 1 ball. I don't think it passes the 8.
well, even if he goes for the shot,
Yeah, this
I
is
mean,
a good
he's got
shot.
no way to get onto the 3 ball.
Yeah,
So
smart shot.
he left Norm a shot in the corner, not very easy at all.
Yeah,
but Norm is an aggressive guy.
I don't know if he's going to take
look
that.
at this.
That's
He did play the safety.
he did.
I normally don't see Norm play a lot of safeties here. He's a very
Yeah,
aggressive player.
I love that side of Norm's game.
Yeah,
I really do. So now that we've got things kind of back up and running, now my CDO kicks in and kind of shows me where I've got to tweak things a little bit, which is okay.
Yeah, and Romel's in the same position here. Yeah, he could make the 1 ball. He's got ball in hand, but getting on the 2, he needs to get proper on the 2 to get to the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And he was taking a look at that 3 ball, and it might not pass the 4, so I'm not sure if he's looking at playing the deuce off of the 4 ball and try to open that pocket up a little bit, or he could play safe.
My thought was this, right from the 1 ball, with the layout of that table, that your innings are going to change hands a few times. So it's in those particular moments that I might decide that this may be a game where the 3 foul rule can come into play.
Oh, 100%. Because then he could have actually got a little bit to the rail, shot the 2 to the left side or the right side of the table and hooked them behind a...
Yeah.
Because what if he flukes the ball here?
Well, he didn't. He tried to play safe, but
yeah,
and again, that would have been the mentality right from ball 1, right,
Mm-hmm.
right from the 1 ball, because of the layout of the table, and it's kind of difficult. So that might be where I say to myself, perhaps this is a potential 3 foul rule game.
Yeah, no, for sure. And he did try to get the 3 fouls. He just didn't get proper on the deuce and tried to force that.
Yeah, we'll catch you later, Peter. Have a good lunch. Have some for me.
I don't know. Could Norm make this ball?
I don't know.
It's a little tricky.
He may be able to swerve it, spin it in with some left hand on the cue ball.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Maintains somewhat. He's not happy with it. He keeps grabbing that truck aggressively off the table. But
well, I mean, he did play that deuce and then ended up a little awkward on the...
Right.
On the 2 ball.
But I think in that instance, you almost have to take what the table's going to give you, because you're not really playing position on the 3. You're just playing the hit on the 2 and hope.
That's right.
So in that instance, to get, frustrated with that, I think.
Yeah, and he just made a really nice key
made a great shot.
I mean, that was a nice shot with, a lucky kiss on the 5 ball.
Yeah, and perhaps some of that frustration is kind of bleed over from him being down 4-2, and maybe he had chances that he didn't take advantage of.
That's right.
And, but again, right, it's put a kibosh on those things as fast as you can, because it can play into the rest of the match.
Well, this is 9 ball, and things can change real quick.
Oh, in a heartbeat.
I thought he could have played a little bit of stun shot, but he was reaching for that. So
Nice little floater.
Yeah, this is a really nice shot. He made that look easy.
Yeah, that was not an easy shot.
No, not at all. But, if you have that aggressive nature,
which
this
is
is how
Norm.
you
I
want
love
to play.
it. Yeah. He very seldom will he put the brakes on, right? And I really appreciate that side of his game.
That was like my morning match. I had to play a lot more safeties than I normally do because the confidence was not there.
Yeah.
But I was having fun.
That happens. Yeah.
I was having a good time. I knew I haven't played in a while, and I still was playing in this tournament if I could. And, win or lose, I'm still having a good time.
That's it. Well, and that's important, right? And listen, I learned that lesson on your guys' team, and that kind of chemistry and camaraderie that you guys hold on Barry's team. I got, firsthand look of what that does to a team and morale and all those things when we were at CCS in Niagara Falls.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all threw me into the deep end of the pool,
Yeah.
right? But that's something I won't often forget, or it'll be one of those things that I kind of take to heart and remember for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You guys just have that natural built-in chemistry.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to when you get a bunch of really good players together and you know, put together such a nice team. But the chemistry is what really makes the difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we just happen to all be really close friends.
Yeah.
You know, even to this day, like we talk almost every day.
Yeah.
You know, pulling jokes at each other. Or, you know,
Yeah.
like same thing we do. And if you ever watch our matches, you know, there's a lot of giggling going on.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Tough shot on the one ball here, Johnny.
Yeah.
Can you float this past the 3-7?
It looked like it does go.
Or do you
I think
back
he just
cut to the bottom left, maybe
I
try
think
to play position on two?
the bottom right. You just want to make sure that you hold onto the deuce because the see he's going to the bottom left here.
Yeah.
It's just that the 2 to the 3s are going to be the tricky part.
Oh, just a little
Oh,
off,
look
but
at this.
he got away with cold blood.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded murder right there.
Yeah, that almost looked like one of my shots this morning.
Yeah.
I'd missed a shot and I'd hook my opponent. You know, I did feel bad, but,
Yeah.
you know, that's the game. Try not to let it get to you because you do feel bad.
Yeah. Look at
Just
this.
a little off.
Ooh.
Yeah. So he's just going to have to make sure he gets this nice angle and play this 3 in the side. Because I definitely don't play those combos.
So are you center line on the 2 ball to the pocket? Are you playing to the right side of center or trying to stay kind of to the left side?
You want to stay on the right side of the table because you want to use that rail.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just the way he played this,
Yeah.
you know.
Might be a little steep.
I think he's got enough to get, like, he should be able to hit this below the 7.
Is there justification for trying to go forward 3?
No, he'll just play bottom on this, you know. He didn't want to hit the 7 because if he just goes past the 7, which was a natural angle, he comes out, he's got the 3 in the side.
Yeah. Natural angle though, that's that it does bring in the side pocket, right? And I think,
Yeah. And so now Norm is left with almost the same shot. But see, Norm should have went rail first and played the 4 rails for the 3 in the side.
yeah, could have went that way.
It looks like a weird shot, but it's so natural. Nice little safety by Norm. That's an
Smart shot.
old little snooker safety.
Yeah, nice shot. It does leave a hit on the 3 for Rommel, but it's from downtown on a 9-foot. How does he hit it? I think that 3
he
lays
came
up.
a little short.
Yeah, 3 is going to dress up nicely. So Norm just has to get past center line, going back up table.
And I think he had to put a little juice on that because, you know, the 8 ball might have been kind of affecting some of that 3 ball.
Very well could have.
But Norm needs to put on a good stroke here and come back down table here. He's got to watch that 9 ball. And I think that's what he's kind of worried about. So he's putting bottom on this, so it makes the shot a little bit trickier.
Oh, he's going short
And
side
he hit
4 to
that-
the top
he hit
left.
that really good.
Wow. Might be a little off angle here on the 4. Does he shoot to the right side?
No, he's just going to roll it in. He had just enough angle to roll straight. Like, it looked from here, it looked like it was a little off. But these are the important stuff right here. Is
He must have been straight in on that 5 ball.
Mhm.
I thought he had just nice angle just to float through it. But
yeah. And, you know, this is like 9 ball is like the money shots here. 6 to the 8 ball.
7-8.
Well, it's just like 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Like, you miss those balls with most of the guys around, you're in
Yes.
trouble. Even like a 5 ball, you could be in trouble. But with that layout, you know, Norm definitely needs to take advantage of this.
Oh, no. Right, and again, I think we're seeing the same thing that we saw potentially in your match, and you can speak more intelligently to it than I can. But again, being a summertime pool tournament, most are not playing the same number of hours.
When you're
so
used
on
to
so forth.
playing
Yep.
20 to 30 hours a week,
Yeah.
right? Which isn't a lot of pool, but it's still a decent amount of pool.
Yeah. Nice shot. Look out.
You're playing maybe 5 to 6 hours a week.
Yeah.
The putting,
if at all.
that's right. The
right?
putting isn't bad. It's
The
when you put
touch.
spin on the ball, that
Yeah.
little touch shot. The weight's off, and like Norm looked like he put a little bit of spin on that 8 ball. And
Rommel?
it didn't, no, when Norm missed the 8 ball, he put a little spin on there and he missed.
Yeah.
But Rommel left himself a little tricky. He's got to watch the scratch here.
On both the side and the corner.
Yeah, if you miss the side, you got to watch the corner.
Both corners.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
See, if it was me, I might just, I don't know. It depends on how much you can see. Oh, he miscued.
He totally did.
Yeah.
Well, opportunity for Norm.
And that's just the juice shot right there. He
That's
tried to
it.
put a little siding on there to avoid a scratch.
It
So
is
Norm
true.
has a potter's chance right now.
Well, I think this is... Norm won't make the mistake twice. I think that 9 ball's buried. Oh! I sit corrected.
Mm-hmm. And, that's just... You make that in, like, November.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
makes that shot.
Yeah.
And Rommel probably doesn't play bad shape on that. There's like little things. Just in my match, I had a couple easy shots, and I was just like, okay, I'm just going to roll this in. And I ended up missing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, from a 4-4 now to a 5-3.
Yeah.
Actually, a 5-3 to a 4-4, now back to a 5-3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Norm definitely missed an opportunity there for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think he's going to be shucking up about it too much.
I agree. We got some house cleaning. Let's get her done. We got some people to thank. Mr. Ben DeWolf, DCL Labor and Contracting, being a contributor here for this event, adding to the prize fund, the prize pool. And, of course, Mr. John Ditto of Remax doing exactly the same thing. We appreciate you, gentlemen. Couldn't run these events without some of those contributing factors, and we appreciate it.
Most definitely. Both guys are they love the game of pool, and they have a little extra to give out.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what? Good on them,
Oh,
for contributing to the prize fund and the prize pool for the players.
Yeah.
I said this in the first stream that we've got a really robust pool scene here in Calgary. We're really, really blessed, and it just goes to show you the type of players that we have here. That players that own a business, they're still willing to contribute even into a summertime event, and we appreciate it.
Yeah, and Ben DeWolf has a very nice company there. They do a lot of bridge work and stuff, and most people looking for work can always hit them up.
Yep.
If you're in the market looking for a house, John Ditto's your man.
Yep.
He comes from a strong team from Remax.
Super nice guy too.
Oh,
Both of them.
Both guys are
Ben
great.
and John.
so we'll see if Normie can shake off that little miss on the 9-ball last
Yeah,
game here.
that's got to be short memory with that.
Mm-hmm. And did that 2-ball get enough room to go past the
I think
8
it
in
does.
the corner?
Yeah, I think he's got some room to play it. And then 5 will, I believe, pass, or the 3 pass the 5 into the bottom left.
Yeah.
So he does. It's a little tricky start, but I think if
That's
he
right.
can manage, get to the 2 to the 3 in good form,
Yeah,
that leads to good things to the 4 and 5. And
If he does go for this 2-ball, he's going to have to really slow roll this in with spin.
yeah,
But I was just about to say his other option is play safe because
Indeed.
it is there.
did he get froze to the bottom of that 8-ball?
It's not frozen, but it's definitely a little bit. Rommel might be able to go to 1 rail, but it is pretty close.
It is very close. What's going on, my man David, tuning in all the way from Scotland. Good to have you back on, and really good for us to be back on. It has certainly been a minute, and we're happy to have you.
I think the last time you and I streamed was in February.
Yeah.
Or when was BCA again?
March, actually.
March. So
Yeah.
that was the last time we streamed together.
Yeah. It's been a little bit.
Yeah. We've been busy. So he was able to go 1 rail.
Wow. Yeah.
And he just missed it by the thinnest of margins here.
Yeah, and that's right from the stroke off the first rail.
Mm-hmm. If he could have just clipped that, that would have been a really nice shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, looks like I'm up next table.
Very nice. Go get her done, son.
I'm going to stay for this match at least. I'm sure it's not going to be right away, but after this game. See, I kind of don't like the way Norm did that. You know,
Yeah,
he had ball in hand.
It depends whether the 3 passes the 5.
Well, I mean, he could have broke it out. You know, he could have, developed something a little bit different. Like, I mean, that 3, he made a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
That was not an easy shot. It was very missable.
Yeah, for Norm's game, I think. See, and again, right? It's like you said. It's those little touchy positional type shots.
He put a little juice on there. You know,
yeah. But he has left, potential of the 5-9. Getting from 4 to 5 looks a little challenging. But that potential is on. It's also on for the cue ball to go back somewhere to the same proximity as where it's at now.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of different options for Romel, but we'll see if the summer rust is within his arm or whether he's got her lubricated up.
All right.
Looks like Johnny is on the run. Thanks for sitting in, Johnny.
No worries.
All right, so we'll let Johnny in, wish him good luck on his next match. And y'all are stuck with me now. So I will do my my level best to hold down the fort. And we'll see how Romel handles getting position on the 7 ball. And really, even if he does get position, does it pass the 9 ball? Being that it's close proximity, I do believe you could cheat that a little bit if need be. A little bit into the rail first. Speed is the key on this shot. But not easy, having to use the rest and then go rail first. Can get a little bit tricky. Oh, he's look, carom 9. Even better. Take it down when it's presented. Job well done. Romel leading 6-3 over Mr. Norm Doucette. For those just tuning in, it is the Beat the Heat event here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary. Another little bit of housekeeping to do. Of course, this one is Jam Up Apparel. The Strike jersey design now available on a t-shirt. So a little bit less out of the pocketbook as far as cost. Instead of having to buy that on a jersey, we've now created them on a t-shirt. Those are now available on the website www.jamupapparel.com, and they are about $29.95 USD. Available now. All right, so Romel making the 1 ball on the break, sitting himself good on the 2. Does have to watch out for this 6 ball though. Nice little shove out of the way. 3 to the 4, 4 to the 5, 5, 6. He's got full run of the table here. This is one of the key shots. Get that angle on the 4, accomplishes that. Kind of wants to be about as straight as you can get on this 5 ball. Just pop that into the top right. He's not going to get that angle. Still works. Nice little draw shot to the left side of the table, just above that left-hand side pocket. That'll deposit the 6 to the right-hand side. Goes to the corner now. Didn't quite get the draw on that. And this has now made it a touch tricky. 6 ball to the bottom right-hand corner. But position to the 7, a little tricky from here. And for those that didn't or weren't tuned in to the first broadcast, we are live at the Leather Pocket. We now have our own Q Sports live broadcast booth within the leather pocket. So we are able to speak freely without really too many worries of anybody hearing us. Kind of nice. And so they can't hear us, but you can hear still some of the ambiance in the room. So blessing for Norm Doucette. Looking to capitalize on the mistake from Rommel there. Really nicely done. Might have overshot this a little bit. The one spot he did not want to be on the table. May attempt the back cut here. Could also just play straight safety. But that would just go right against how Norm plays, ultra aggressive all the time, and what a reward for a great shot. 9 ball into that side pocket, takes full advantage, raking one game back to his side, now 6-4. Norm trailing, looking to take back another game here. And hopefully everybody tuned in is doing well. It is a beautiful day here in Calgary. Weather is great. Sun is shining. We're not having to deal with some of the same temperatures, of course, that down in Arizona is having to deal with. It is a literal oven. Last I heard, 31 consecutive days over 110. That is insane heat. And that 110 is, of course, in Fahrenheit. Nice controlled break. Squats that cue ball. 3 balls made off the break. Does have an open shot on the 1 ball. Doesn't really pot anywhere. So we'll see what type of safety Norm can manufacture. And if you are just tuning in, you know what to do from here. Give that share button a little bit of love on the bottom left-hand side of your screen on Facebook. If you're tuned in on YouTube, help us out and like the stream. That puts us up on the priority list. You can also copy the stream link, share that out to a couple of different groups, share that with a few friends. We would appreciate it. And then, of course, on Facebook, make sure you give us a little bit of love. Make sure you follow us there. We are 49,000 followers on Facebook, looking to climb over that 50K mark. Run of the table here for Rommel. Looking to take it down. Did he get a little bit funny angle here on this 6 ball? Is there somewhere to view the bracket of completed matches, next matches? Indeed there is, Ethan. It is on Challenge, and when you go on to Challenge, just search for Beat the Heat. That'll give you the bracket, list of all the players, match scores, who's next, so on and so forth. And a little bit funny here on the 7 ball for Rommel. Looks like he's going top left-hand corner. Nice little controlled draw shot. A little bit of right-hand spin. That'll check off that right side rail. Give him a nice position on the 9 ball. Oh, you're more than welcome. Maintain the position well, however. The first part of the equation is the most important, which is making the intended ball. Position is great. Got to make the intended ball first. So normal step to the table with potentially, look out, where's that cue ball? That should work. Looking to claw one back. Indeed, we got a match, ladies and gentlemen. Norm Doucette coming from behind. Looking to square this match up 6 apiece in this game. Music is coming through a little bit. Not sure what I can do there. Maybe my volume's up a touch high. I don't know. You guys tell me. So there are a few gaps in the booth where I guess our plexiglass view screen is. So we are looking to close that a little bit so that won't be an option. The issue then becomes how do we include the ambience of the room without capturing music? And I've got a few ideas on how we can do that, but we'll see what we can make happen. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't pick up too much, and I can keep talking over the music. That tends to help that case. Nice shot from Norm there. More of a containing type of safety. Doesn't really leave an offensive shot here for Rommel. Hey, indeed, Buck. Good to have you back on again. Tuning in on Facebook. Sorry to hear that you're under the weather, but hopefully a speedy recovery for you. We appreciate you tuning in, and I'll do my best to keep yourself and everybody else as entertained as what I possibly can. And it looks like the birthday girl has shown up at the leather pocket. I can see her. I don't know if she's coming in. I don't know if I can convince her to get on the mic. Maybe. She's in the room. We might get the treat. Do we get the treat, Steph?
Tired.
She says she's tired. I don't know whether that means she's not getting on a mic or maybe is getting on a mic. I'm going to convince her to get on the mic. What's going on, Mr. David Wilson? Appreciate you tuning in, as always. And it looks like a safety battle back and forth between these guys on this 1 ball. Welcome to the stream, birthday girl.
Thank you.
It is Steph's birthday today. I tried to convince her to stay away and just take the day off, but she didn't listen to me. I didn't know that she was showing up. She just showed up.
It's the first time I've actually left the house in a while.
It's true.
It's a big occasion.
It's true, but being that it is your birthday, I kind of thought, well, maybe just stay at home, relax a little bit. But no.
Well, it's either come here and hang out with everybody or go home and clean the house.
I gotcha. Well, it has been a hot minute since you and I have been on a mic together.
Yeah.
A little bit of rust. I was mentioning in the first stream. I probably need a full can of WD-40 to get rid of all the rust I've got, but
Yeah,
I'll do my best.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. These guys are still duking it out over this 1 ball.
Tight match.
And Kathy Seacrest says happy birthday.
Thank you, Kathy.
Buck says, no one wants to clean the house on their birthday.
Right?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So instead she comes here and we put her to work on a mic.
Right?
I like it.
That's all right.
Yeah, Romel come on up a touch short, so we will continue with the Duke out battle here, but I think Norm's going to put Romel in a little bit of jail. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen him stun into that and send the cue ball back and forth.
He was all right. He just overhit that.
Yeah, well, we're seeing that, not a lot per se out of Norm. It seems to be a common theme throughout the stream so far, and I attribute that to a little bit of rust from the players being a summertime event. We're not going to be as sharp as if this was being played in, February or March.
Mm-hmm.
Dave says, awesome. Hi, Steph. Happy birthday. Stepped away from the Southern League. What are you doing now?
I am just doing my other multiple things.
Yes.
Besides my regular 9 to 5 and momming and wifing and housekeeping and
Well, wifing's not that hard. You got a good husband.
right?
I mean, not that I'm biased or anything.
Lots of jam up stuff going on.
Yeah, tons of stuff going on there. Some exciting stuff.
Yeah.
We won't divulge or get too much into that. Same as some of the other things that we've got going. But the next 3-4 weeks could be very, very, very
Some changes
interesting.
coming up.
Yeah. What? No new vacuum for your birthday?
Right. That is the
I'll tell you what.
super sexy.
Yeah, right. But I will say this. I think I might be about the only person who could buy a vacuum for you on your birthday and actually get away with it because I think you'd appreciate it. Right? Not that I'm going to go buy you a vacuum. We have one of those, but I'm just saying.
You know you're domesticated when
Right?
you start getting excited about
Yeah.
air fryers and
Yeah, vacuums.
vacuum cleaners and
yeah.
steam cleaners.
It's either domesticated or we are old. Or a combination thereof.
I'm getting there. I like to think I'm not, but I am. I could use a little afternoon nap right about now.
And these guys are still banging around on
Just
this
one ball.
one ball. They're not willing to give an inch. Norm is looking, so he was trailing 6-3, I think, at one point. Has clawed his way back a couple of times, a couple of games, and neither one of them are wanting to give the other an inch here. I think this might develop a window.
This is a pretty good match, like very evenly skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Above average, both these shooters, I think so. I expect a very smart game. However, Norm just, is that Norm? Norm just scratched in the corner there.
Mm-hmm. So Blaine's got a question, says, do you have any insight as to why we did not get a Western BCA this summer? Is it because of the renovations in Red Deer, or will it not happen again? Typically speaking, the BCA events that are paired up with Predator, they do often move, and I know that initially was the plan with Predator. Do year 1 with us, and then year 2 they were going to go to Eastern Canada. Alas, that did not happen. The tricky part for putting on an event like that in Canada, number one, it's not the same model when you're dealing with hotel, casino, event center, and it's just a really, really, really difficult thing to pull off. And
I know that there's been talks.
there have been talks, even doing another one here. Would we go to Red Deer again? The answer is maybe. I'd like to potentially find other options. Not that I think Red Deer was a bad spot. They treated us extremely well. I think they did really great things while we were there, and it's not that I don't appreciate it. I want to continue to up the level and up the player experience if we ever did do it again. And it just takes a lot of planning, a lot of time, and without question, a lot of money. And that event that we put on, it took a lot for us to do. It is not as easy as what it appears to be to put on an event and be involved. We had meetings between ourselves and BCA and ourselves and Predator, and I mean those meetings went on and on and on. I was probably working on those meetings for 4 months before I could even announce anything. Right, so it just takes a lot of time, a lot of planning. Will it be answered, or will it happen again? The odds are good. It's simply a matter of time. Lack of airport, yeah. I mean, it's
The travel was tough.
the travel was really, really difficult to manage. I think we did a really, really great job, given that it was our first experience with it. Having to navigate players between Calgary and Red Deer, and then back from Red Deer to Calgary in time for plane departure and arrivals and so on and so forth. So you're right. There's certainly a lot of factors that have to go into the consideration, which is why I say potentially maybe Red Deer again, but there would have to be some things that some concessions that happen in that regard. But the odds are good that it may happen again. It's just time.
Ideally, we would like to have it in one of the major cities, whether that be Calgary or Edmonton or something like that, where there is an international airport. However, the challenge there is getting something that is affordable for that length of time. I think Edmonton might have some better options, but Calgary is definitely not one of those better options. The rental for facilities here is ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I can give you some insight, on one cost, and it's certainly one of the big ones, but there are a few other things that play in and do add to the bottom line as far as what it takes to put them on. But holding it here in Calgary, just for the space, you're probably looking anywhere between 100 to 150,000 just for the space. Right, then you got to bring in tables. You've got other concessions and other expenses that come into play. But just for the space, you're looking 150,000. So
having these events in Canada is much different than
it's
than
a
in the US.
different business model for sure, and
More challenging.
it is more challenging. And so I won't say it won't happen again. My desire is to do it again. It would just involve or require a major sponsor for sure. We took that on as Q Sports Live, and that hurt the bank account, if you know what I mean. So to make a very long answer short, the answer to that question is yes.
Oh, he fluked it. Rommel fluked the 3. Undercut to the top left corner.
Yeah, and I think
shooting fast now.
Yeah, I think he just got a little frustrated there and said, "You know what? I'm just gonna crack this 5 and hit and hope." But it does give Norm the chance. He's got a good look to tie and square up the match. I thought the people it brings in would be enough of a plus for the venue with Hotel Casino. Again, right, it boils down to that business model that I referred to, right, with dealing with hotels and casinos in Canada, where typically they're two separate owned entities, and they don't really play in the sandbox, or they don't really cross revenue So neither one of them are really dependent on the other.
Which is one of the major differences in the States, right? In the
Correct.
States, they are
They're fully
one entity.
One entity owned, yeah.
So it makes it more lucrative for the venue, right? But
Yeah.
here in Canada, there definitely much more segregation between those departments.
Bruce is saying 6-6. Is it already 6-6? Did I miss something?
I don't think so. I think this will make it 6-6.
That's what I thought. But I could be wrong. Maybe I missed something in my rambling on about the long-winded answer that I gave to Blaine. It's a nice little safety shot there from Norm. Can't see if Rommel can see just the outside edge of that 7 ball. I may have missed something. I'm willing to be wrong. Johnny says 6-6 now, I think. Norm won the safety. Yeah, okay. I guess it is 6-6 already. Whoops. All right. That's what we're going to go with. I must have missed something in that safety exchange. Maybe somebody did a 1-9 early combo. I don't know.
I think we better check that. We're getting close to the end here.
Yeah, I hear you, Blaine, and it's one of the reasons that we wanted to put it on to begin with is to showcase the talent in Canada for one, for two. You're right. I mean, going down to Vegas every year can get awfully expensive, especially given that Vegas isn't as cheap as what it once was, so it gets even more costly. But the long and the short of it is the eventuality is it will happen again. It's simply a matter of time, and that again it speaks to some of the other projects and so on and so forth that I got working that I'm working on currently, and if those come to fruition, then it gives us capacity and abilities to put those events on. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's kicking at this 7 ball. Nope. Does he get a rail after?
Yep. He hit the 7 into the 9 into the
Oh, yeah,
rail.
okay.
Yeah.
I just kind of caught the look of the stream after he had shot that. I thought, oh, 9's not going to get a rail. Nice shot there from Norm. Will we see Norm, if the score is right, take the lead in the match at a very optimal time? Is the bracket online? It is, David, on Challenge under Beat the Heat. And I think, did Rommel give Norm that 9?
No.
No. Just like that, 7-6 if we're right. Norm now leading over Rommel.
I'm just going to go and check that score.
Yeah, of course. I almost muted the wrong mic. So Steph will go double check and ensure that we are 7-6 and that is correct. But if she is correct or we are correct, Norm Doucette coming from behind, down 6-3 at one point to now leading 7-6. Norm Doucette over Rommel. 7-6 is correct. Very well done. Steph joining back in with us again.
Johnny's on the ball.
Yes.
Thanks, Johnny.
I've done that a few times today already, and I'm going to attribute that to commentator rust. Hence the reason and the need for the WD-40 for me. So, what do you think of our new broadcast booth?
It's nice.
It's not terrible.
Not terrible.
few little tweaks that we got to make, right? We've got to frame in the plexiglass. That way the gaps on either side can be closed up. Not that I think people that are, are playing out there can hear us at all.
No, they can't.
I rather doubt they could, even with the gaps that we have there. And I think it would also, I don't know if we should close them because it allows the ambience of the room to come through. But the one difficulty that we will inevitably run into is still the same thing, which is music.
It's definitely dampened in here. We're in a little cubby off to the side. It's definitely not as loud in here as it is outside.
Yeah. Mr. Neil Soloway, how are you, sir? You are correct. It has been a hot minute. We're happy to be back at it. We will be live all weekend. And of course, we got to give props to Rod, right? Rod Arriagata, CSL Winnipeg. He's done a pretty amazing job of being consistent. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. Of being very, very consistent in, keeping Q Sports live on the airways. Whereas ourselves, we've been just as busy as it gets. With Ben taking over as general manager and myself with Jam Up and some of the things that we've got working, it's been rather difficult. That being said, and not even Steph knows this, I kind of spoke about this earlier in the stream. There is potential for us to do an event stateside coming up. I won't say what that is yet. Once I confirm with that, then we'll certainly make that announcement. But there is an event stateside coming up, I believe, end of September.
Excellent.
We'll be down.
I feel like we're half American anyway.
Yeah, well.
All the traveling we've been doing.
I'll tell you, Lord knows that I have spent enough time in the United States. I should just get automatic adoption rights. Yeah, David says you hardly hear the music at all. Yeah, it's perfect, because I think if we can maintain, at least keeping the music down while letting the ambience of the room in.
I think it would help if we finished off this ceiling.
Yeah, but I mean, again, right? That's what allows, I think, the crashing and break and all of that sound.
I mean, that's because that's where the music comes from, is up in the ceiling, right? So if we closed off the ceiling, I think that would dampen it. And then if we left the gaps here in the plexiglass, I think that's where the ambiance will come from.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we have Rommel at the table, making the kick on the 4-ball. It will leave an open potable shot here for Norm. And if he can hit the weight right, it'll go 4 to 6 fairly easy. Just make the 4. Oh, he's playing dead safe underneath.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jail time.
Lockdown.
Yeah, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You go direct to jail. What is the bracket under? It is Beat the Heat. Yeah, Rommel in jail time.
Oh, I miss Laura over there. Hey, Laura. Thanks for checking in. We're still around.
Yeah, we're still here. We're working in the background. I've said this a couple of times that when CSL goes quiet, there's things happening.
Hi, Darla. Thank you.
Is he just going one rail? I don't know if the one rail's there. Yeah, I didn't think it was. Really tough hit, no matter which way he attempted to go at that. I kind of thought maybe 3 rails, left side of the 9 off the bottom, and try to kick at that 4. That may have been on, but not being at the table nor being able to really see what was happening. Makes it tough to tell from our side. That being said, Norm played a really, really great shot. Proper safety, but Now he's made his bed and has to sleep in it because he's muddied up the 6 ball. Shooting the 4, now going to have to deal with that 6 ball up top. Nice 6 off the rail, off the 8. Keep the 6 ball where the 8 is. Leave the cue ball on top of the rail.
Oh, he tried the combo.
No. Well, and I should have known, right? It's Norm at the table, ultra aggressive. There is no breaks to his game, which I appreciate. I love that side, and I should have known that.
Not a terrible leave, though. This is not easy.
No, for certain. And again, right, Romel putting it into a position, although
This combo is
much
much
easier.
easier,
Yeah, the banter between Steph and I, because that happens all the time, whether we're on the mic or not. So that's not gone away. Oh no, bad rub. Bad rub. Norm having to go to the short stick, I think. He's only got about a quarter of, maybe half of the 9 ball to get over. Oh, he's going masse all the way.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of thought he should have went to the short stick there, but Norm gets to see, of course, more of that than I do. And if you are just tuning in, welcome back. We are finally live for CSL Calgary. And we'll be live all weekend long for the Beat the Heat. This event here is on the A side. You'll be playing 9 ball on the 9-foot tables. And of course, it is a race to 9. Lots of 9s on that side. If you go to the 1 loss or the B side, you kind of drop 2 games. It's all about the 7s. It's 8 ball on the 7-foot. And it is a race to 7. Romel squaring things up, 7 apiece. It is now a race to 2. And a little bit of house cleaning. We got to thank our sponsors, guys. Nick's Q Innovations, longtime supporter of Q Sports Live. The best in the business as far as I'm concerned. And a large portion of Calgary would mirror that. He is the best in the business. If you need anything done with your Qs, he's the man for the job. You can find him on Facebook or give him a call, 403-667-3173. Normie hunting that 1 ball. Excuse me. Excuse me, everybody. I was hunting that 1 ball into that side pocket off the break. Does leave an open shot here for Romel. The back cut. Nope. It was the back cut. Playing safety all the way. Tougher shot here for Norm. Can't go underneath the 6, I don't think. Onto that right-hand side rail. Maybe a little left-hand spin. Maybe he's got the top edge. He does indeed. Leaves the same type of shot for Romel. Back cut. I think Romel may take this one on. A little bit of draw, some right-hand spin. Puts himself nicely onto the 2, provided he pockets the 1 ball. I don't think he wants to go forward and try to go 2. Yeah, perfect. Perfect works. That will do. Now, 2 to the 3, really, really tricky. Could go forward. 3 rails, that would be an extremely hard shot to pull off. You got to get the weight almost dead perfect, and it's no guarantee to land you where you need to be. Option 2 is to draw just like this. Wanted to avoid the 8-ball, check that bottom left side rail, and just come down underneath to pot the 3 into the right-hand side pocket. Alas, that is not the option he gets to look at. Chip off top, catch the side rail. Was attempting to play safe all day long there. Unfortunately, didn't get it executed the way it was drawn up on the blueprint. So again, Norm sitting with a pretty decent look at the table to put himself on the hill. This could be the game-winning shot, 4 to the 5. Not a lot to do, come down maybe just past center. Got to maintain the angle. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh!
9-ball gets him again. Same as in the last rack.
Look at this. The huge grin on his face is
Yeah. What do I have to do to get away from this 9-ball?
hiding his true feelings there.
Right? Yeah, we know exactly the words that are going through his mind. So again, I think he's got to go to the short stick. I don't think there's really a good option in trying to masse this one. The other one had a more of a chance because of the distance between the cue ball and the 6-ball, I think it was. This one, I think, and does Norm own a short stick? I played with him all year last year, and I don't know that he owns a short stick. I think he must. Just doesn't use it very often. Look at this. What a shot. Did he get there underneath enough of that 6-ball to take away the path to the 5-ball? What a great shot. Nice. Really good use of the inside check. Left hand spin coming underneath that 6-ball. Oh yeah, Rommel having to go a few rails here. Didn't quite get there. Norm now with huge opportunity. Put himself on the hill. And Norm, I'm going to give you one piece of advice. Avoid the 9-ball till the end. Woo. 5 had to wipe its feet on the way through. And a little overhit here, I think. He'll float this, I think. Float this into the top right. Off the side rail and back for the 8-ball to the bottom left. No sense overhitting it. Just a nice little float and catches the horn. And as per normal function of a diamond table, when you catch the horn, that ball ain't going to drop. The swing of the advantage now in the favor of Rommel. Kind of made it a little funny on this 8-ball. I think he'll be able to float this in though. I don't think he's got to get too aggressive. Just float the 8 in, catch the left side rail. Just don't overhit to Never Never Land. That's funny. He's got the same words that went through Norm's head, just ran through Rommel's head.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, you're going for the bank all day. I don't know that I'm trying to play safe, anything else. It is 9-ball. All pockets are open. But then what do I know when you can just back cut it to the heart of the pocket to put yourself on the hill? What a great shot. Now, do we get to see the hill-hill battle? I would be A-okay, as I'm sure Norm Doucette would be. I'd be A-okay with a hill-hill battle. How about you guys? You guys want to see the hill-hill battle? Been a pretty decent match. We got a little bit of everything. Some aggression, some banking, certainly a lot of safety play, some really nice safety play. This has been the match that's kind of delivered all of it. Some nice potting. Some misses, mistakes, capitalization. It's kind of had it all. Ball down on the break for Rommel, looking to close escrow. If there's one person in the room that does not want to see the hill-hill match, that is Rommel. Yeah, definitely some 9-ball safety. Catches the horn with the 1-ball. Not a huge advantage here for Norm in attempting to make the 1, but again, we're talking the ultra aggression of Norm Doucette. Look at this safety. Look at this safety all the way from downtown. Hit the weight perfect. We've seen some really, really great safeties out of Mr. Norm Doucette. He's been hitting those really well. Nick made my carbon shaft for my thumper break jump cue, and it's freaking awesome. Absolutely, Neil. Nice shot from Rommel, too. Good answer. It's going to leave Norm a shot from downtown, however. Kind of one of those funny angles. Got to watch out for the 8-ball here. Nice. Nice little draw past that 8-ball. Hit it perfect. Nothing to do here with the 2-ball. Depending on the angle, just straight forward off the bottom rail. Back up table for the 3-ball. Puts a little spinach on it.
He's been hitting it good.
He has. Gets a little tricky here. He's got to get to the 4-ball. 7 is going to come into play. Oh, uses the 7 to perfection. Norm looking to steal the hill.
Nice little angle here on this 4 too.
Under hit.
A little bit. He's okay.
And he's one of those players plays at a really quick pace.
Oh, I jinxed him.
Yeah, you did.
Damn it.
Commentator's curse, Steph. You know better because you have the strongest curse of all of us. If you even think it, that's what happens.
Rommel's got to control his nerves here. I'm sure he's getting a little excited.
I think he's licking his chops. That could be curtains for Mr. Doucette on the A side. Look out. Rommel letting out that, holding in his breath there. Did not want to be hampered by the 8-ball, especially that far down mid-table. Makes it really, really a tough shot. Nonetheless, he did get past it. And I think here on this shot, I'm just going to straight draw. I'll go across the top of the 9-ball just to the right-hand side of the table. Just to avoid the 9-ball. Oof. He got by it nicely. However, in trying to get by it, took his eye off where the cue ball needed to be. So, yeah, jinxing everybody on our birthday, right? He's got the power, I'm telling you. I will pin that. Thank you very much, Mr. Wilson. Game-winning shot right here. He can pull it off. Back cut into that left-hand side, pulls it. Does he get to sit? I think he's going to end up just a little bit tricky.
Oh, and right off the rail.
Yeah, had to snug to the beach. Rommel getting the job done.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, great shot. Great match by these two. We had a little bit of everything in that match. So, congratulations, Rommel, advancing on the ace side. Norm Doucette heading on over to the one-loss side. And with that being said, we are going to shut down, get things locked, loaded for the next match. We appreciate you tuning in, everybody. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you go onto our Facebook page, hit the like button, head on over to YouTube, subscribe over there as well. On behalf of myself, Stephanie Toy, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you tuning in. Don't go far. We'll be back here in a few with the next match.